Hello everyone, good afternoon or good evening and welcome to yet another interesting session, yet another interesting live from Ghost Code. And as you all know, we are the fastest growing edtech in GCC and our aim is to provide education for all. Okay, welcome you all to the another interesting live. So today I'm here with an interesting chapter that is application of integrals and my name is, as you can see here, my name is Anila. So I'm going to discuss some important questions from this chapter, application of integrals. Are you guys there? Can I see your comments in the chat box? Are you guys there? How many of you have joined? There, can you hear me? Big fan. Okay. Hi. But I can't see a name. It's like 3J blocks. Hello. Okay, so we are going to discuss the chapter, but before starting the chapter, let me ask you a simple question. How many of you have completed the first round of revision? Your pre-boards is coming, no? Next month you'll be having the pre-boards. How many of you have completed the first round of revision? Ma'am, don't ask such questions. No. So are you guys aware of this preparation tips? How do you prepare for an exam? How do you prepare for maths exam? Because I'm a maths teacher. So I want to ask you, how do you prepare for the maths exam? I want to give you some tips. Okay, before moving to the chapter, let us discuss how to prepare for an exam. Okay, how to prepare for your board exam. So first of all, what you have to do is understand the syllabus. Okay, understand the syllabus. How many chapters are there? Which chapter is having the most weightage? How many questions will be coming from each chapter? Right, and the exam is out of, obviously, is it 70? No, it is out of 80, right? Yes. Hello, Alvin. Hello, everyone. Yeah. So then the next one is time management. It's not about spending some 6 hours or 12 hours. You guys are simply sitting there without even sleeping. It's not about time, spending a lot of time. It is about using your time wisely. Okay. So it is about all about time management. And then the next point is solve previous year papers. This is very important. Trust me, if you are solving a question paper, okay, just sit there with a question paper, just solve it, just take your 3 hours, then you'll be confident that you have already attended one exam. Okay, then you are going to attend another exam. You guys were simply sitting in the four walls of your house at home or your room, and then you wrote an exam, then you are writing it somewhere else. That's it. No, so just solve some previous year question papers, also sample papers, and then regular practice. Okay, so maths is a subject where you need regular practice. Okay, you can't simply open your book, read, and go. You can't do that in maths. No, you need regular practice. Then what you need? Focus on the important topics. Which chapter is the important one? Most important chapter in 12th grade. Can I see your comments? Which is your most important chapter? Yes, Efrain, hello. Which is the most important chapter? Yes, yes, Milan. Which is the most important chapter in 12th grade? No comments? You guys don't know? You don't have an idea about the most important chapter in 12th grade? Okay, so you have to understand which is the most important chapter in 12th grade. Then revise regularly. Okay, so you guys completed this maybe integration chapter and you are not revising anything. You are simply closing your notebook. You are going to other chapters and then after like 2 months or 2 weeks, you are going for an exam and nothing is there. Okay, so it's very important to revise the things that you have already learned and then mock test and sample papers as we have discussed earlier and then stay calm and positive. Oh, I have seen these people, they have completed their topics, go for the like second, third round of revision, and then while like writing the exam, they went blank. Just because they have this exam fear. Okay, I can't stay positive, I can't stay calm. I'm like, okay, so don't do that, stay calm and positive. And last one, revision week before exam. Because like week before exam, don't spend your time for learning something new. Okay, always spend your time for revision. You have to complete your topics before at least 1 week, and then spend that entire 1 week for your revision. Okay, so these are the key points that you have to keep in mind before going for an exam. Okay, yeah, and then what we have is the main thing, marking scheme, because the first point that was given over here was understand the syllabus. So after seeing all these things, I should tell you, right, what is the marking scheme. Okay, so in 12th grade, there's maths is a paper that is out of how many marks? What is the total marks? Yeah, it is calculus. Yes, correct. Calculus is that portion having the maximum weightage. That is the answer for my previous question. Good job. And then, yeah, 80 marks. It is actually an 80 marks paper. And then what you have to do, you have to focus more in the section E or section D or section C, where is that area you have to put your maximum effort on, which is that area. See, you'll be having 20 MCQs, each question carrying 1 mark, and you'll be having 4 options. And I've seen people who will be spending 1 hour, trust me, 1 hour for this MCQ. And they'll be complaining, ma'am, the question paper was so easy, but I didn't get enough time to complete my paper. Don't complain like that. You have to spend very less time for this MCQ. Suppose you're not getting an answer for an MCQ, just leave that. You can leave one line for that answer, no? Then go to the other questions having more weightage, okay? Then section B is having very short answers, which is like 5 questions will be there, and we'll be carrying 2 marks each, and we'll be having 10 marks. And the short answer questions, 6 and 6 into 3, 18. Then 4 questions will be there in section B, having how many marks? 5 marks. So this is the area where you have to focus more. Okay, you'll be getting 20 marks after writing 4 questions. If you are spending time here after writing 20 questions, you will be getting 20 marks. But like, if you know the MCQs, it's fine. But most of the people are complaining, man, the MCQs was tricky. So don't spend your too much time there. Just come to the other questions and then you can go back. Okay. And then case study questions, which will be easy, and then you'll be getting 12 marks. In this MCQs, as you know, 18 questions will be MCQs, and then last few questions will be assertion reason questions. This is actually a previous year question paper. I just snipped this from the previous year question paper. This will be your instruction page. And as you can see here, you will be having 18 questions and then 2 assertion reason questions and all the questions. And then there is no oral choice. Okay, you'll be having choice questions, but that will be internal choice. Okay, in section B, you will be having 3 questions, and in section C, you'll be having 2 questions, like all questions. Okay, so this is all about the mathematics paper. Okay, so now you got an idea about the paper. No, you'll be out of 80. How many? By the way, how many questions will be there in your question paper? Math question paper is consist of how many questions? How many questions will be there? Let me check the comments. How many questions will be there? Yes, hello everyone. Hello, hello. I can see your comments. Yeah, hello. How many questions will be there? Yeah, 36 to 38. You can see the last one. So how many questions? Anyways. Okay, so we are moving to the chapter. Okay, so you all are here for this chapter, no? Application of integrals. So again, let me introduce the marking scheme. Okay, so this calculus chapter are the chapters which are coming under calculus that you guys know. There's integration, differentiation, differential equations, then application of derivatives, application of integrals. All those chapter comes under the calculus thing, and you will be having 35 marks from this 5 chapters. And from this single chapter, you can expect like 6 marks or 6 to 8 marks you can expect. Okay. So you guys are very lucky. Okay, very lucky. I say very lucky because you just have a single exercise from this chapter. Everything else is deleted, and that too, just like 4 or 5 questions. Everything else is deleted. Even the examples, some miscellaneous exercise example, then like one entire exercise is deleted for you. Okay, so what you guys have in this chapter is just area under simple curves. Okay, area under simple curves is the only thing that you have in this chapter. And the simple curves include lines, circles, parabolas, or ellipses. That too in standard form only. Okay, you don't have to learn everything. You just have to learn like in the standard form only they will be asking. Okay, so how many of you are writing the JEE exam? How many of you are writing the JEE exam? Can I see in the comments how many of you are writing the JEE exam? You have already applied for the JEE exam? I think so. Okay, I hope so. So, what will be the syllabus for JEE exam? I mean, what all topics from this chapter will be coming for the JEE exam? Yeah, the same thing. It's like coming under integral calculus. You can see that determining the area of the regions bounded by simple curves in standard form. Same topic. Okay. So in some chapters, like something will be deleted for JE, or even if it is deleted in NCRT, that will be coming for your JE exam. But in this chapter, it's like the same thing. Okay. So before moving to the chapter, again, you must have a clear idea about circles, ellipse, parabola, and line. Okay, so you must know the equations of these. So first of all, let me introduce before you the line or the line segment. Oh, okay. By the way, what is the difference between a line and a line segment? Are they same? Are they same? This is from a chapter that you have learned in ninth grade. So anyone can comment. Okay. So what is the difference between a line and a line segment? Can I see your answers? I hope you guys know the answer very well. But since that is not our topic, I am not going into much detail. So, what is the equation of a line? That is what we are supposed to know. Okay, what is the equation of a line? It is y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope. Okay, you all know this. Okay, and the next one is circle. How do you define a circle? Circle is the collection of all points in a plane which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point called center. Ma'am, what was that? You were going very fast. No one is going to ask you to write the definition of circle in maths. So chill. We just need the equation. Okay. So let us consider a circle. Excuse my drawing skills. This is a circle. Okay. This is a circle. And let this be the center. Let this be HK. Center is denoted by HK. And you have a point XY somewhere on the circumference of the circle. Okay, and we are finding the equation of the circle. So we know that the distance between the center and any point on the circumference of the circle is given by r. That is the distance or the radius. Okay, so how do you find this using the distance formula? So r is equal to, we know that distance formula is root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. But you guys hate this root, right? Square root. How many of you like the square root? You guys hate this, no? I know that. I can see that. Okay, even though I can't see you from here, I know that you guys hate square roots. So let us square both sides. Let us avoid the square root. Okay. So r square will be equal to x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square. Did you see this before? Yes. In 11th grade, there is a chapter in conic sections. There you guys are learning this in very detail. Okay, like you guys are having this chapter, entire chapter, which is discussing about circles, ellipse, parabolas, and hyperbolas. And fortunately or unfortunately, we don't have hyperbolas here. We just have this three shapes. Okay. So this will be the equation of a circle having center HB. Okay. And then coming to the next one, that is ellipse. What is the shape of an ellipse? Can you draw that? The shape of an ellipse? How does it look like? Yes, an ellipse will be like this. And some of you are like, ma'am, ellipse is not like this. It is kind of similar, but I drew the ellipse like this. Yes, your answer is correct. We can draw ellipse in two different ways. And this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. Again, here also x-axis and y-axis. So one ellipse is having this x-axis as the major axis, and the other one is having y-axis as the major axis. Okay. So what is the equation of an ellipse? It is x squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared is equal to 1. That will be the equation of an ellipse, right? How do you identify whether you guys are talking about this ellipse or this ellipse after seeing this equation? How do you identify that? Can I see the comments? Yes. Yes, Miran, correct answer. How do you identify whether this ellipse is represented by this equation or this ellipse is represented by this equation? How do you identify that one? Yes, Fatima, hello. How do you identify that? Any idea? No idea? Yeah, you will identify that after seeing the values of A and B. If A is greater than B, then your ellipse will be having this x-axis as the major axis. And if B is greater than A, then you will be having the y-axis as the major axis. That's it. Very simple. Okay, then moving on to the next one, that is parabola. How many parabolas do you have? not do you have. How many parabolas are there in general? 4. How many shapes? Okay, in physics you have this chapter. Then when you are throwing a stone, what will be the shape of that stone going, like the projectile motion and all? You guys are familiar with that one, right? Okay, so parabola will be, some of you are like, ma'am, C shape, and some of you are like U shape. What will be the shape of that parabola? Okay, you all are right. You can draw it like this, or like this, or this, or this. Okay, you can draw this in any way. So what will be the equation? What all equations are there for the parabola? The main equation that everyone knows is y squared is equal to 4ax. This is on the positive x-axis. So y squared is equal to 4ax. If it is on the negative x-axis, on the negative side of x-axis, y squared is equal to minus 4ax will be your equation. Obviously, x-axis and y-axis you all know. And this will be x squared is equal to 4ay because this is on the positive side of the y-axis. And this will be your x squared is equal to minus 4ay because it is on the negative side of the y-axis. Okay, so we have completed the shapes. Okay, so you guys got a clear idea about the shapes, right? Okay, we spent almost 15 minutes for this, just the basics. If you guys are okay with the basics, you are good to go. There is nothing in this chapter. Trust me, you just have a single simple equation from integrals throughout this chapter. You will be using that simple single equation throughout this chapter. Okay, even if you don't know anything about integration, but that is not good. Okay, yeah, you have to learn integration because most of the questions will be coming from that chapter. But worst case, if you don't know anything about integration, just learn the single equation. Okay, for me, because you will be getting questions related to that from this chapter. So let us see that equation. Okay, before that, let us see that equation, which is integral root of a squared minus x squared dx. What is the answer for this one? How many of you know the answer for this one? Some of you are like, okay, let me live the life. Don't go. I'll tell you. So what is root of a squared minus x squared? No one. No one knows. Sad. Okay, this is equal to. I hope you guys are taking some time to type. Okay, it's not easy to type and all. Okay, I can understand. You all know this, right? Okay, this is equal to x by 2 root of a squared minus x squared plus a squared by 2 sine inverse x by a, then plus c. Okay, so if you guys know this equation, you can solve all the questions from your reader. Okay, so whatever the equation is, let it be a circle, a parabola, then what, ellipse, you will be ending with, you will get something like this at the end. Okay, so you will be solving questions like this. Okay, so what we can do is just learn this one. Okay, don't forget what is root of a squared minus x squared dx. It is x by 2. Root of a squared minus x squared is a squared by 2 sine inverse x by a. Okay, yeah. So moving to the topic that we have in this chapter, you all know this, right? Okay, this is not even a problem. I know that this chapter is easy for you, right? Okay, so is it easy? Is it sarcasm kind of? No? Okay. So area under simple curves. So I have the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, and I have a curve somewhere here. Okay, I need to find the area under this curve. Okay, so let this point be A and let this point be B. I have to find the area under this curve, right? So to find the area, are you gonna take the derivative or are you gonna integrate? Obviously, that is not even a question. You are gonna integrate, right? Okay, so how do you find the area? Area is equal to integral. This is our definite integral. Okay, so from where to where? Yeah, A to B. Simple. From A to B, we are taking the points on which axis? We are taking the points on x-axis. So we have to be like integrating that with respect to x because we are taking the points on the x-axis, no? So you have to show some like affection to this x-axis. So you have to integrate with respect to x. So it will be integrating with respect to x. So if you are writing dx here, you have to write y here. And some of you are wondering, ma'am, we are integrating with respect to x. Then how can we write y over there? Yeah, you can. change that to y, or you can write it y in terms of x. Okay, so your equation will be integral a to b f of x dx. So you're going to write that y in terms of x, or your y will be a function of x. Then it's easy, no? You can integrate. Okay, so this will be the equation when you are having the points on the x-axis. What if the points are on the y-axis? For example, okay, let me take the next slide. For example, if your curve look like this, okay, sorry, okay, this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, and your curve is like this. Okay, I need to find the area under this curve. Okay, so let this point be A and let this point be B. Okay, we are finding the area. So area is equal to integral A to B. We are taking the points on which axis? Y-axis. So as before, we are going to integrate with respect to y. Okay, so this will be dy, and if you are writing dy over there, you have to write x here. Yes. Okay, that is equal to integral a to b. Then you have to rewrite this x in terms of y. Yes, it will be f of y dy. Okay, done. This chapter is over, guys. Bye-bye. No, don't go. Actually, only the equation part is over. Now, since you know the basics, the questions will be very easy. Okay, this is all about this chapter. Now, since you guys know everything about this chapter, like you guys know the basics, no? So it will be very easy. Okay. So now take a deep breath. We are going to solve the first question from this chapter. Are you guys ready? Can I see your thumbs ups in the chat box? Are you guys ready? Yes, I hope you all are ready for this question. Shall we move to the first question? Yeah, you all are ready, right? Okay, so the first question is, find the area enclosed by the circle x squared plus y squared is equal to a squared. So they are not even mentioning about the center of the circle. So how do you find the center? Usually our equation is x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square is equal to r square, where r is the radius. But you don't have some you don't have some h and k here. Where did the h and k go? They went for an excursion, they went for a party. No, where did they go? If they are not mentioning about H and K, it is what? It is, yes, Chon, we just learned this, no? What is H and K here? The center of the circle will be, yes, it will be origin. Yeah, it is going to be 0, 0. Okay, so center is origin here, and your radius is a here because it is equal to a square. Okay, so you will be drawing a circle having centered origin, and this will be your a because this entire distance is your radius, right? So this will be your a, and this will be the origin. Now we need to find the area enclosed by the circle. Okay, so what we do is we always love shortcuts, right? We don't want to work hard. We have to do the smart work. You all are like that. I know that. Okay, so what we do is we are not going to find the entire area separately. What we do is we find the area in the first quadrant. Okay, then we multiply that by 4 to get the total area. Okay, that's a good day, right? Okay, so the total area is equal to 4 times the integral. We are taking the point 0 and a. Okay, so it will be 0 to a. We took the points on which axis? We took the points on which axis? X-axis. Okay, so we are going to integrate with respect to x. Okay, if you are writing dx there, you have to write y here. Okay, done. The first part is over. Okay, good job. And then what we have to do? We have to write this y in terms of x. How do we write this y in terms of x? You have an equation with you, right? So x squared plus y squared is equal to a squared is your equation. From this, what you are getting? From this, you are getting y squared is equal to a squared minus x squared, because you are taking this x squared to the other side, so it will be minus x squared. And from this, what is y? Y is equal to root of a squared minus x squared. Something is coming. Did you see this before? Yeah, I told you, right? Whatever is the given shape, you will be ending up with this equation. Yeah. So this is equal to 4 times, I mean this area. Okay, area is equal to 4 times integral 0 to a root of a squared minus x squared dx. I gave you this equation before, right? 1 hour before I gave you this equation, not 1 hour before, just exaggerating things. Okay, so that will be equal to what? It will be equal to 4 times x by 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a, right? And since we are finding, or since we are dealing with the definite integrals, we are not going to write plus c. We will be getting the definite value. So we are not going to add the constant of integration. You will be keeping this inside the limits 0 to a. Okay. So now, how do you find this? You have to subtract the lower limit from upper limit, or it is upper limit minus lower limit, right? So you have to substitute the values. Listen here carefully. Only for this question, I'm going to substitute the entire thing. From the next question onwards, we are going to use our common sense, and we will be doing this in 2 steps. Okay. So this will be equal to 4 times x by 2. What is x by 2? Whenever you see x, you have to replace that with the upper limit first. That is a. Okay, upper limit is a. So this will be a by 2 root of a square minus a square. Whenever you see x, replace that with a. Okay, plus a square by 2 sine inverse. Then again you have an x there, replace it with a. Sine inverse a by a. Okay, and then that minus, now whenever you see x, replace that with the lower limit 0. Okay, 0 by 2 root of a square minus, replace x with 0 plus a square by 2 sine inverse 0 by a. And what is root of a square minus a square? 0. So this is 0. And then what is 0 into anything? 0. Sine inverse 0. Sine inverse 0 is? What is sine inverse 0? How do you find sine inverse 0? Which angle of sine is giving you 0? Sine 0 is 0. So this is all gone. This is all gone. So keep this in mind. From next question onwards, we will be writing this value only. Okay, because we don't want to waste our time, no? So we know that this all is going to be 0. So we just need this one. So this is equal to 4 times a squared by 2 sine inverse of a by a. A by a is 1. So sine inverse 1. What is sine inverse 1? Which angle of sine is giving you the value 1? It is, yeah, you all know. Then we can cancel this 4 and this 2. So it will be 2a square into, what is sine inverse 1? Pi by 2. Okay, this pi by 2. Then you can cancel this one and this one. So you are getting the answer as pi a square. Pi a square what? Pi a square mangoes, pi a square tomatoes, pi a square pineapples. No, pi a square units, because we are finding the area and the unit of area is square units. Okay, it will be square units. Done. And now I'll show the question once again. Okay, we know that the question was to find the area of the circle and the equation of the circle was given, right? Okay, and we know that the radius here is a. Okay, let me ask you a question. What is the area of a circle? Think from the perspective of an 8th or 7th grade student. What is the area of a circle? Pi r square. You all know, right? Okay, so the area of the circle is pi r square. And here, what is the radius? Radius is a. So what will be the area here? Pi a square. And we got the same answer here after spending like 7 minutes. Congratulations. Okay, we did all this to get this answer that we can get in a single step. But don't worry, to get marks, you have to write this, no? But you can use this to check your answer, whether your answer is correct or not. You can always cross-check your answer using this one, no? Okay, so that is a plus point. Okay, so understood? Any doubts here? Everything is fine? I hope everything is fine. And moving to the next question, what you have? Find the area enclosed by the ellipse x squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared is equal to, hello Kasi, x squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared is equal to 1. This is the equation of an ellipse. And How do you identify whether this equation or the ellipse is having the x-axis as the major axis or y-axis as the major axis? Nothing is mentioned, no. So just take it as whatever you want. Anyways, a and b are just constants, so nothing is mentioned. So you can simply take like this. Okay, so this is your a, this is 0 or the origin, this is your b. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to consider the x-axis. I'll be integrating with respect to x. If you want, you can take the point 0 be on the y-axis, and then you can integrate with respect to y. Okay, you'll get the same answer. Okay, so what is the area? As usual, since you guys are lazy, you guys are not lazy. We are simply doing the smart work, right? Okay, yeah. So we are finding the area in the first quadrant and then we are multiplying that by 4 to get the answer. Okay. So area is equal to integral 0 to a. This is 0 to a. And since we took the points on the x-axis, we are going to integrate with respect to x. So we will be writing dx here. And what we write here? Y, obviously, because since we took dx over there, you have to take y in the other side. Okay, that is equal to integral 0 to a. Now, the main thing, you have to write y in terms of x. That looks like a lot of job, right? No, it's not. It's very easy. See, you have the equation x squared by a squared. Let me use another color. Okay. Yeah, okay. X squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared is equal to 1. And what we need? We need to write this y in terms of x, right? So we will keep this y squared by b squared here and we are moving everything else to the other side. Okay, since it is plus here, when it goes to the other side, even the first grader knows, right? Not first grader, but you guys know. Okay. Yeah, so then we are going to take the LCM here, and that will be a squared minus x squared by a squared. And what is that? It is y squared by b squared. Okay, and then what we do is this is equal to we need y. Okay, we just need y. So let the y squared be there. We are taking b squared to the other side. So it will be b squared by a squared. And then you have a squared minus x squared. Now this is y squared. What we need? We need y. So y is equal to square root of b squared by a squared into a squared minus x squared. This is square inside square root. We can take it outside. What is root of 2 square? It's 2. What is root of 8 square? It is 8. What is root of b square? It's b. Okay, so we are going to take it outside. So we will be getting this as y is equal to b by a root of a square minus x square. I told you, right? Whatever is the equation, whatever is the shape given, you will end up with this equation. Simple. Okay, so again, we are integrating and then we are multiplying by 4 because we just took the equation or we just took the first quadrant. So you have to multiply that by 4 to get the entire area. So 4 into b by a root of a squared minus x squared dx. Right? Yes. Okay. Now 4 into b by a is a constant. B by a is a constant. Let us take it outside. We don't want to bother about that one. And integral 0 to a, let me write it here. 4b by a integral 0 to a root of a squared minus x squared dx. What is root of a squared minus x squared? Integral it is x by 2 root of a squared minus x squared plus a squared by 2 sine inverse of x by a. We did the same thing before. And I told you we are not going to waste our time here. We know that we after substituting the values, we will be having only this one that will be. Okay, so we are not going to write the other values. It will be 4b by a then into a squared by 2 sine inverse of a by a, right? Because we are replacing x by a. I hope you guys know this. If you have any doubts in this one, after the live ends, you can go to the video again and watch that question. Okay, everything else will be zero. Okay, we are not going to waste that time here because we are doing smart work. Okay, not hard work. You have to work hard, but still. Okay. Yeah, that is equal to, then we are cancelling 2 and 4, so it will be 2 here. So 2b by, then a and 1 is a from a squared, so it will be 2b by a. Sine inverse of a by a, that is sine inverse of 1. What is sine inverse 1? It is pi by. Because which angle of sine is giving you the value 1? It is It is okay. So you'll be cancelling this and this. So okay, sorry, I wrote this a here in the denominator. No, we cancel the a from the denominator. No, so we just have an a in the numerator. Okay, so it'll be pi into a into pi by 2 and then also a b here. C. Sorry guys. Okay, so what do you have here? Now you have a b over here, right? And you have a 2 here. And then what do you have? No, 2 here. And then you have an a here, right? Sine inverse of a is pi by 2. Okay, we cancel this 4 and this 2, so we got a 2 here. And then we cancel one a from the denominator and one a from the a square. So we have an a in the numerator. Okay, now we can cancel this 2 and this 2. So we got pi ab. Pi ab what? Mangoes? No, pi ab square units. Okay, because we are finding the area. So it will be pi ab square units. I think you got some idea about this chapter because everything will be similar. Okay, so now moving to the comments. Do you guys have any doubts in the questions that we have discussed so far? Just let me know. Yes, I got the answer. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Agnivesh, you need break? No break. We have this 1 hour class, no? So you need break in between. Okay, sorry if I missed any names. Okay, yeah. So what we are gonna do next? Remember this. Okay, this was an ellipse, and this is the equation that you got pi ab square units. Moving to the next question, find the area of the region obtained by the ellipse x squared by 16 plus y squared by 9 is equal to 1. So first task is change this into the standard form. You can't see a square in the denominator. How do you write that? 16 is 4 square, ma'am. Even the first, oh, I'm always saying first tricks. Even we know. Okay, whatever it is. Anyone. X squared by 4 squared plus y squared by 3 squared is equal to 1. This will be your equation. Without doing a single calculation, can you guys tell me what will be the answer for this one? Quick, quick. I'll give you 2 minutes. Without doing even a single calculation, can you guys tell me what will be the area of the region bounded by the ellipse x squared by 4 squared plus y squared by 3 squared is equal to 1. Quick. I'll give you 1 minute. I'm waiting for your answers. Tell me, tell me. No comments? I'm waiting for your answers. What will be the area of the ellipse A as 4 and B as 3? Without doing calculations, without doing hard work. Just do the smart work and tell me what is the answer. Yeah, very good. It is 12 pi. How do you know that it's 12 pi? Because we got the answer before, right? In the standard form, we got the answer like pi AB. Okay, it was pi into A into B. Okay, so here it is going to be pi into what is A? 4. What is B? It is 3. So the answer will be 12 pi square units. Okay, if it is an MCQ, you can do this one. But don't do this for your boards. Okay, if it is like a 2 mark or 3 mark question, don't do this. You have to repeat the same process that we did here. Okay, so you can do the same thing. The only difference is instead of A and B, you will be having 4 and 3. One more thing, which axis here will be the major axis? The ellipse is having x-axis as the major axis. Yes, who said yes, Milan? Correct, 12 pi. Okay, which axis will be the major axis here? Is it x-axis or y-axis? See, here A is greater than B. So obviously x-axis will be the major axis. I'm not going to do this question. You have to try this. Okay, this is just like the question that we did before. That is why I'm skipping this one. Moving to the next one. MCQ. Okay, in the first quadrant and bounded by the circle x squared plus y squared is equal to 4 and the lines x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2s. So you have to find it. What is the center of the circle? Since the equation is x squared plus y squared, since you don't have any h or k there, it is obviously 0, 0 or the origin. Okay, so you have a circle with center, origin, and then the radius is 2 because this is your r squared. So the radius is 2. So area lying in the first quadrant. So you are not going to multiply that by 4. You are simply finding the area in the first quadrant. So you are not going to multiply that by 4. Okay, so what is your area? Area is equal to. Now what is given? Between the lines x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2. So how do you draw the line x is equal to 2? Is it parallel to the x-axis or parallel to the y-axis? I need your answers in chat box. Yeah. Yes, Chaco, your answer is correct. Okay, I need the answer for this one. Like x, the line x is equal to 2 is parallel to the x-axis or y-axis. It is parallel to the x-axis or y-axis. If you guys are confused about that one, just take some points now. This is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. So what you have, x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2 means whatever values you take for y, x will remain the same. So 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. So it is parallel to the y-axis. So this will be your x is equal to 2 line. Okay. Now to find the area, now to find the area, sorry. Now to find the area, okay, you will be integrating that, but you are not gonna multiply that by 4 because we are only concerned about the area that is lying in the first quadrant. So area is equal to integral 0 to 2. We are taking the points on which axis? We are taking the points on x-axis. So we are going to integrate with respect to y. So this will be equal to, now we have to write y in terms of x. So you have the equation x squared plus y squared is equal to 4 and y will be equal to root of 4 minus x squared. I hope you guys know how to do this. I hope I don't want to write the steps. Like one step we skip now. Y squared is equal to 4 minus x squared. So y is equal to root of 4 minus x squared. I hope you guys know this. Okay, so this is equal to integral 0 to 2 root of what is 4? It is a 2 squared. Okay, 2 squared minus x squared dx. Okay, and that would be equal to integral 0 to, oh, wait. We know the integral very well. Okay, 1 second. One second, guys. Sorry for the inconvenience. Wait a second. Sorry for the inconvenience in between. Yeah. So it is integral 0 to 2 root of x squared minus, no, a squared minus x squared, right? That is equal to, we know that this is x by 2 root of a squared minus x squared plus a squared by 2 sine inverse of x by a, right? Okay, and that too within the limits 0 to 2. As I said before, we are not going to write the entire thing. We'll be writing whatever we need. Smart work, you know. So we will be writing this as a squared by 2 sine inverse. What does your a square here? One more point. What does your a square here? In place of a, you have 2. So it will be 2 squared by 2. Okay, it will be 2 squared by 2. Then sine inverse of, what is your x? X is 2. And what is your a? That is also 2. Okay, what is 2 squared by 2? It is 2. Then 2 times sine inverse of 1. Okay, what is sine inverse 1? Pi by 2. So it is 2 times pi by 2. That is pi square units. And then you have the option here. This was actually an MCQ question. So you have the option here. Okay, that. Moving to the next MCQ question, find the area of the region bounded by the curve y square is equal to 4x, y-axis and the line y is equal to 3. You can do this very easily, right? Should I explain? I think you all know how to do this question after doing all these questions, after dealing with all other questions. I hope you guys are in a situation to do this alone, right? But still, we will do this. Area of the region bounded by the curve y square is equal to 4x. Is this an ellipse, circle, parabola, or something else? What is this? What is this? This is the equation of a parabola. Yes. And y squared is equal to 4x, right? And the line y is equal to 3. Where do you draw the line y is equal to 3? We saw this before now. X is equal to 2 is or was a line parallel to the y-axis. So here what we have is y is equal to 3 and that will be a line parallel to the x-axis, obviously. So you have to find this area, right? Okay, so find the area of the region bounded by y square equal to 4x, y-axis and the line y is equal to 3. So this is your 0 origin, this is your 3. So we have taken the points on which axis? Y-axis. So area will be equal to integral 0 to 3. We are not differentiating, we are integrating with respect to y. So you have to write dy here. So if you are writing dy here, you have to write x over here. So then what you have, y squared is equal to 4x is your equation. From this, what is your x? X is equal to y squared by 4, right? Okay, x is equal to y squared by 4. And then what you have, this will be equal to integral 0 to 3 y squared by 4 within the limits. And you have to integrate and then put the limits. Okay, so that will be equal to 1 by 4. What is integral y square dy? It is y cube by 3. Okay, y cube by 3 within the limits 0 to 3. Okay, and that is equal to 1 by 12. I'm taking this 3 outside. Okay, 1 by 12. Then y cube within the limits 0 to 3. Okay, that is 1 by 12. Then what is y cube? 3 cube is 27 minus 0. So this is 27 by 12. Do we have an option like that? We may not have because we can simplify this further. So we can cancel this using 3. So 3 nines are 27 and 3 fours are 12. So do we have an option like that? Yes, we have. So the correct option is option B, 9 by 4. Okay. Square unit. Some of you are like, ma'am, is it mangoes? Or I'm repeating your question, ma'am. You didn't write the unit. That was an MCQ. So that's why. Okay, it's square units. Yeah. And then find the area of the region bounded by the line y is equal to 3x plus 2, the x-axis and the coordinates x is equal to -1 and x is equal to 1. Here, there is something that you have to be careful about. Okay. And one more thing, suppose the graph is not given. How do you draw the graph? How do you find the graph of this y is equal to 3x plus 2? Substitute. Simply put a value for x and then find y. Trial and error method. Then find put some values. Let it be like y is equal to 0. Then you will get a value for x. Then you can plot the points and draw the graph, right? Okay. So here we can see that some of the area is below the x-axis. Okay, some areas below the x-axis. So whenever you are dealing with something there, you have to be very careful. Okay, you have to give so much importance to that. You have to include them in VIP category. So you have to give a modulus. Okay, because that is going to be negative. It is going to spread some negativity. Okay, so you have to be careful. You have to always keep an eye on that one. Okay, so if that is negative, your entire answer is going to be negative. So people will start asking you, how can the area be negative? We know that the area cannot be negative. It has to be positive. Just like you guys, just have to be positive. Okay, so what we do is we keep this inside the modulus. Okay, so your area will be, we are giving VIP treatment to the thing that is below the x-axis. So we keep it inside the modulus. So that is from -1 to -2 by 3. Okay, so -1 to -2 by 3. What is this? This is same. Like, okay, before that, let me write something else. Like y dx we didn't write. No, so some of you are wondering, ma'am, why didn't you write that y dx or x dy? Okay, so this is, we are taking all the points on x-axis, right? We are taking all the points on x-axis. So to find the area, obviously you have to integrate with respect to x. So you have to write y. So we have the direct y value with this, which is 3x plus 2. So that is why he was not writing that. Okay. So here you will be selecting your area as area 1 plus area 2. Why the area 1 is under modulus? Because it is below the x-axis. So we will be finding the area as, this is -1 to -2 by 3. You can see that this is -1 and this is -2 by 3. Then y dx, that will be inside the modulus, plus integral minus 2 by 3 to, that is your line 1, and at that point x is equal to 1. So that will be your equation. Now everything is easy. Just integrate. What is y? We know that y is, always put that inside the modulus symbol. Y is 3x plus 2. Put that 3x plus 2 inside the modulus. And dx plus integral minus 2 by 3 to 1. 3x plus 2 dx. Okay. And this is going to be integral. We are going to integrate now. So what is integral 3x? It is going to be 3x squared by 2. I'm taking that 3 by 2 outside because we are only applying the limits for x squared. So minus 1 to minus 2 by 3 plus 2 into x within the limits minus 1 to minus 2 by 3. That is inside the modulus because this is going to be negative. Okay, that's why we have to make it positive. So then 3x squared by 2 within the limits minus 2 by 3 to 1 plus 2 into x within the limits minus 2 by 3 to 1. Okay, so that is equal to 3 by 2 is here, then x squared. So that is minus 2 by 3 squared, which is 4 by 9, then minus 1 squared, which is 1. Okay, then plus 2 into minus 2 by 3 minus 1. Okay, because our equation is upper limit minus lower limit, right? Okay, and that is inside the modulus plus 3 by 2 into 1 square is 1, then minus 2 by 3 square is 4 by 9 plus 2 within the limits 1, then plus 2 by 2. Okay, so are you guys okay with the calculation part? I hope so. And after finding everything, what will be your answer? Should I do this? I hope you guys are okay with this calculation part. Many of you, most of you, all of you. Okay, so 2 into then minus 2 plus 3 by 3, and that is inside the modulus plus 3 by 2 into 9 minus 4 by 9. We are simply taking the LCM. Okay, 2 into 3 plus 2 by 3. Okay, after doing all this, what will be your answer? You guys have already done this, right? Or after doing all this, what will be your answer? What is supposed to be your answer? Okay, some of you are like 13 by 3, ma'am. Yeah, correct. Okay, so 3 by 2 into negative 5 by 9, and that is inside modulus plus 2 into 1 by 3 plus 3 by 2 into minus 5 by 9, then plus 2 into 5 by 3. Yes, after solving all this, you will get the answer as 13 by 3 square units. Correct. Your answer is correct. Okay. How did you get the answer, by the way? You simplified this, or you guys know this? We solved it. Ma'am, today was my division. I solved this in my room, like I was doing the, while I was doing the questions, I did this like that, or you guys were solving along with me. Okay, so whatever it is, we did it. And now find the area bounded by the curve y is equal to cos 6 between x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2 pi. So first of all, if the graph of cos 6 is not given, you have to draw the graph. How will you draw the graph? We know that cos 0 is 1. Okay, cos pi by 2 is 0. Then cos pi is 0 again. Cos 3 pi by 2 is 0. Cos 2 pi is 0. You guys know that already, right? So you can draw the graph. And one more thing you know that the graph of sin x is passing through the origin while the graph of cos x is not passing through the origin. You all are familiar with the graph of sin x and cos x, right? Okay, so then here also what you have to keep in mind, you have to keep in mind that you are dealing with something in the above x-axis, and some of your area is below x-axis. So you have to keep that inside modulus symbol. So your area is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2. This is your cos x dx. I'm not writing that basic thing. You have to write it. You know that, right? Plus, we are not keeping that inside the modulus symbol because that is already above the x-axis. Now the next thing is inside the modulus, which is pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, then cos x dx. Then plus integral 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi cos x dx. Okay, that is equal to, what is integral cos x dx? That is sin x. sin x within the limits 0 to pi by 2 plus inside the modulus sin x within the limits pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, then plus sin x within the limits 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. Okay, so you are going to write it as sine pi by 2 minus sine 0, right? We are writing the upper limit minus lower limit. Then inside the modulus, sine 3 pi by 2 minus sine pi by 2. Then plus sine 2 pi minus sine 3 pi by 2. Right? Done. What is sine pi by 2? 1. Sine 0, 0. Then sine 3 pi by 2, it's minus 1. Okay, I hope you guys know this. This pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. Okay, this is 0. In case of sine, this is 0. 3 pi by 2 is minus 1 and 2 pi is 0. Okay, so sine 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. Then minus sine pi by 2 is 1. See, I told you now this is going to be negative. So we have to make it positive. That's why we are keeping it inside the modulus. Plus sine 2 pi, 0. Then minus sine 3 pi by 2, which is minus of minus 1, that is plus 1. Okay, so that is equal to 1 plus modulus of minus 2 plus 1, which is 1 plus 2 plus 1, that is going to be 4. You will be having a similar question with sin x. Okay, same question, only the sign is changing. I mean, y is equal to sin x is your question. You can do this very easily now. Since we have solved the cos x, you can easily solve this one. Obviously. Okay, and we will end with this one. This will be the last question that we are discussing. So I just want you to be like, please be concentrated. Okay, please concentrate on this question. So this is important because you can see a modulus here, right? You can see a modulus. So what is the graph of mod x? This is your graph of mod x, right? Okay, and you know that mod x is equal to x when x is greater than or equal to 0. If x is less than 0, mod x is minus x. So here what you have? Modulus of x plus 3. So first thing you have to do is whatever you have inside the modulus, equate that to 0. Okay, x plus 3 was there inside the modulus. Equate that to 0. So you are going to get x is negative 3. Okay, so here we have to find, or our limit was negative 6 to 0. So negative 3 is between negative 6 and 0. So this is the point where the value or everything about this mod x plus 3 is changing. Okay, since you got x is negative 3, the value of mod x plus 3 is positive x plus 3. And before this negative 3, it is going to be minus of x plus 3. Okay, it is going to be negative of x plus 3. So we have to split this as, okay, wait. We have to split this as two different integrals. The first one is negative 6 to 3, negative 6 to 3, negative of x plus 3 dx. Okay, because negative 6 to negative 3. Okay, because before negative 3, the value is going to be negative, and then negative 3 to 0, x plus 3 dx. You have to split this into two different integrals. Okay, this is the only thing that you have to be careful while dealing with this modulus thing. Okay, so apart from that, x plus 3 integral, you all know, right? It's x squared by 2 plus 3x. That is very easy. So the only thing that you have to be careful about is how to split that into two different integrals. Okay, so that is the only thing you have to be careful. So you'll be getting negative of x squared by 2 plus 3x within the limits negative 6 to negative 3, and then this is x squared by 2 plus 3x within the limits negative 3 to 0, and you will be getting the answer. You all know how to solve this, right? Because there is nothing, there is no root, there is nothing. You simply have to substitute the values like upper limit minus lower limit, and there you will get the answer. Okay, so these were some questions from your reader, and actually I have some questions I really wanted to discuss, like some questions from your sample paper. I'll show you the question since you guys were watching the live from the first moment itself. I just want to give you a homework. Okay. So when you guys are joining for the next slide, let it be maths or something. Okay, whatever it is, I want you to comment the answer for this question. Okay, because you have these options, no? So A, B, C, and D. You can simply comment. This is the answer for the maths question that Anila ma'am asked in the previous slide. Okay, you can comment for the next slide. Okay. So I'll be waiting for your comments. Next live, I'll be watching along with you. Okay, so stay tuned for more lives. This is actually an important question. This is a question from your sample paper. I want all of you to solve this and do comments. Okay, in the next class, when you're joining for the next live, let it be another class. Let it be a biology class. Okay, I'll come and taking classes for you. But I want all of you to comment the answers. Okay. You can simply comment. This is the answer for the question that Anila ma'am asked in the previous slide. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed the session, and I hope you guys are clear with you got a clear idea about application of integrals chapter. And any doubts in the chat box or anything you want to tell me? Easy question. I saw it in mind. Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, Akash sir, Akash over is commenting. Then Reggie, Princel, then is someone Kasi. Okay, Nandana, hello everyone. Thank you, Sinu. Yeah, everyone, Srishma. Okay, guys, thank you for joining the live. See you all in another session. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Good night.